everyone, my name is Melody and I'm a contemporary fiction author. I'm not published yet, but I am working on that goal. But I thought I would create a YouTube channel because I've always enjoyed talking with other writers. And if you're on this video, I'm assuming you like to write as much as I do. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why I've decided to self-publish. So I never thought I would say that I was going to self-publish. I didn't want to in the beginning, and it's not because I had anything against self-publishing. In fact, I really admire self-publishers because it's a lot of work getting a book ready for publication, and self-publishers have to do it on their own. And also, it costs a lot of money to self-publish a book. And so, what if you self-publish a book and you spend all this money and your book doesn't sell, and then you're like out all this money? And so that was kind of part of the reason why I didn't want to self-publish. And then I had dreams of being published, you know, by the Big Five and having like some New York literary agent and all that. But what I've discovered is that there's thunder outside. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can hear that. So what I've discovered is trying to be a traditionally published author is really, really hard. I mean, it's kind of like, it's like an actor who goes out to Hollywood trying to, you know, get their big break in a movie. It's hard. It's really hard. And so I just want to publish my book. You know, I just want to publish my book, and I think my book is good, and I just want to get it out there. That's all. I just want to get it out there. So I started considering self-publishing when I listened to this podcast, and there was this author. And she had, she was traditionally published. She had New York literary agent. She had publishing deal. And she walked away from all that. And when I heard that, it really made me pause, because who gives up that? That's like the dream, you know, to, you know, be published, you know, traditionally, and, you know, you got your literary agent and everything. But what I discovered is that I think there's some things about traditional publishing that I didn't know about, and that really made me think, oh sorry, there's thunder outside, I don't know if y'all can hear that. So when I heard those things about traditional publishing, there's some things about traditional publishing that I didn't know, and when I found out those things, it really kind of made me reconsider everything. So the main thing that really kind of made me take notice was this author was saying that she had a series, and she was saying that she wanted to finish that series, but the publisher would not allow her to finish. And my book, or at least one of my books, the Anna series, is a series, and just the thought that I wouldn't be able to publish all the books in the Anna series, that makes me so sad, because I mean, I've got 2 books that are almost ready. They just need to be edited. And then I'm working on the 3rd book, and then I have this idea for the 4th book. And if I couldn't publish all those books, I mean, I have to publish the Anna series. I do. But what I discovered is that, say you publish a book and you got the series planned, and say the first book doesn't do as well as the publisher would like it to do, they can just decide that they don't want to publish the rest of your series. And you may say, well, okay, that's okay. Maybe we'll find another publisher to publish the rest of the books, or I'll self-publish the rest of them. But you may not be able to do that, because, you know, depending on what your contract is, it may not allow you to do that. I'm no expert on any of this, but what I understand is that once you sign on with a traditional publisher, you basically give away your rights to the book. Woo! Okay, sorry. That was really scary. So basically, when you sign on with a traditional publisher, you're basically giving away the rights to your book. And now this video, I'm not bashing traditional publishing by any means. I'm just trying to explain why I've discovered why it's not the right option for me. Because I would not want someone to basically say, well, you can't, these characters are ours now, and this world is mine, and you can't publish anymore in that world. I would not like that. No. Okay, now the other thing about traditional publishing is that they have all the creative control. And on the one hand, it's like, okay, great, they just kind of take care of all that stuff for me. But when I really thought about it, I'm like, wait, that means they get to pick the book cover design. That means they can change the title if they want to. They can change something about your book. They may want to, completely change your storyline, or, make something different about your book. And on the one hand, it's like, I understand they're trying to do it to maybe improve your book, but that's my hard work. That's my hard work, and I don't want anyone saying that I don't have any control over that anymore. And what if I want to do audiobooks? What if they say they don't want to let me do an audiobook? Because I think what I'm understanding is that audiobooks, they cost a lot of money, and a publisher doesn't want to take a risk of doing an audiobook for your book because you haven't proven to them that your book is successful yet. So the other thing is that I assumed that if I signed on with a traditional publisher, I assumed that they would do all the marketing for me and take care of all that, and everything would be great. And unfortunately, that is not the case. Maybe they do a tiny bit of marketing, but unless your name is Stephen King or Nora Roberts or James Patterson, or just pick a famous author that you've heard of. Unless you are a famous author like that, they're not going to do any marketing. So that means I have to do all the marketing myself. So if that's a reason why you're thinking about, hey, I want to do traditional publishing because I don't feel like doing any of the marketing, well, guess what? You're still going to have to do all the marketing. So if I had to do all the marketing myself, then I might as well just publish it myself, right? Yeah. And the other thing, I kind of touched on this point a little bit about literary agents and publishers. I call them the gatekeepers. It's like I just want to publish my book. I just want to publish my book, and you're telling me that you don't want to take me on as a client. This publisher says no. You get rejection after rejection. And I just want to publish my book. I just want to get my word out here. I've been writing since I was a kid, and I've written several novels already, and I just want to get them out into the world. And when I set my mind to do something, I do it. And this has kind of been a brick wall for me. I've been querying for about a year, trying to get a literary agent, and I actually came close twice. I got two literary agents. They asked for a full request, and I was really excited. And then I waited for 3 months, and then I got the rejection. And they said the story, they said this wasn't right. It wasn't the right fit for their list, like whatever that means. And this one agent said she liked my character, but just again, wasn't the right fit for their list. I was really bummed for a really long time after I got those last 2 rejections, or that last rejection that I got on that full request. I was really bummed, and at that point I decided I was going to stop querying for a while. I was going to hit the pause button and reconsider what my options were. And then that's when I started to hear about self-publishing and how I used to think it was really hard, but and it is hard. It's a lot of work. You have to put in a lot of time and effort to do it. But even though it's hard, it's not as hard as it used to be. In fact, these days, I would say it's easier than ever to be a self-published author. It's easier than ever. You got like Amazon KDP, you got Draft2Digital, and there's so many more. I really like the idea of Draft2Digital. This just seems like so awesome. And so maybe after I try it out, I'll do another video about it to see how I like it. But Draft2Digital seems really cool because you just upload your manuscript and they just send it out everywhere, not everywhere, but a lot of places, and it doesn't cost you any money. And the only way they make money is when you make a sale. They just take a small percentage of your royalties. So I think that's a pretty good deal, so I'm going to try it out. So that brings me to the other thing about royalties. Now, I am not out to make a lot of money in this. I don't expect to make a lot of money out of this. Like I say, I just want to get my book out there. But if I did make some money, that would be nice. Would be a nice perk. But when you sign on with a traditional publisher, then your publisher takes a cut of your royalties, and your literary agent, if you have one, they take their 15% cut, and you're just kind of left with the leftovers. And it's like I'm thinking, okay, so I'm doing all this hard work. I did all this hard work on this book, and I'm just gonna give it to you, and you're gonna make money off of it. I don't know, that just doesn't make sense. And again, you know what, I'm not trying to bash traditional publishing because I really wanted that for a long time for myself. I'm just realizing that I just don't think it's the right option after all. It's so funny because here I was thinking I didn't want to self-publish, and now all of a sudden it's like I think I really do want to self-publish. All this stuff all along, it's just I want to have a say-so in what the book looks like. I don't want some editor saying that I have to drastically change my story in order to make it publishable. So I'm really excited about this journey that I'm taking, and I'm still researching all the stuff about self-publishing. So I have like I say, I've written several books. One of them is, well, several of them. There's about 3 or 4. Let's see, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 5. No, I have 5 stories that I have finished. Yes, I've finished 5 stories, but they are all in various phases of editing. Probably the one that's going to get finished first is going to be my young adult novel, young adult contemporary novel. And so I'll tell you more about that in another video. So anyway, I'm really excited about this journey, and I'm here on YouTube and I'm talking to you guys, and I hope you found this helpful. I am going to be uploading videos. I'm going to try to stick to like a weekly schedule. So if you found this entertaining, if you found it helpful, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to get subscribers for my new channel. I think that would be fun. But I am on Twitter, by the way. So I will either link I'll either put my handle in the comments or I'll put it on the video or something and when I finish editing this thing. But so yeah, I guess that's it. I'm sure maybe I will have more to talk about the subject because this has been really fun to talk about. All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye.